Holy smokes, guys. Stocks got completely destroyed today. We had the S&P 500 go down 1.4%. The NASDAQ went down 1.7%. We had the Russell 2000 go down almost 2%, as we had the Dow Jones down over 1.2%. And the most shocking thing of today, guys, Friday, which you might be watching this on Saturday. Either way, this is relevant. The most shocking thing is the fact that the VIX, did you guys see the VIX today on Friday, yesterday, whenever again you're watching this video, the VIX was up 25% at one point. At least that's the peak. When I saw it. Maybe it got up even higher than that. Let me actually double check. So yeah, even higher than that. At one point, it was up 28%. That was the most shocking thing. We got over 19 points on the VIX. So yeah, guys, volatility's back. We're seeing a lot of selling across the board in the stock market. Nothing too crazy from the recent highs, but honestly, it's just the volatility that's been it's just been all over the place, right? So we're going to cover the indexes in this video. We're going to break down some charts, a bunch of charts. And if you guys find value, you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button. Don't forget to follow me on X and on TikTok. Those are linked down below, or just type in StasserFest at Stas Talk Stocks. You guys will find me on there. And let's get into it. So let me show you this. Again, VIX up 16% on the day. It was up 28%, which I can't even remember the last day. Last time it was up that much in a day. But that's what happened today. And we saw SPY go down. Of course, take out the lows from Thursday or yesterday, whatever. You guys can see here we hit a fresh low on the 5-day, 5-minute on SPY. Same thing pretty much on Triple Q. Let me show you guys this. We're pretty much right there at 436. And if I pull up this 4-hour chart, now we're actually starting to break down under the moving averages, which we haven't really done over the last couple of weeks. Now we're starting to do it, guys. And if Triple Q starts getting under 435, which let's give the bulls the benefit of the doubt here. They're still holding on tight. We're still looking pretty good. But if bears take over 435, we slip under there, we might be in for maybe a correction. Nothing too crazy, but maybe not even a correction, but maybe just a couple percentage points more to the downside. That's very possible in this case. Maybe we could be going down to test the lows from the middle of February. You guys can see right here we hit about 424 on Triple Q. That's possible. And on SPY, if I pull SPY up, you guys can see here, we're already taking out lows from a couple weeks ago, right? Now we're actually at a 1-month low, I believe. Let me look here. Yeah, last time we were at 508, 510 was in the middle of March. Now we're in the middle of April, pretty much, right, guys? So things are starting to turn. Again, we're not collapsing, or it's not a stock market crash. The world's not over, right? Obviously, the bulls are still in charge. We're looking pretty good overall. We're still up year to date. But we are noticing the massive uptrend, the trading above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. That's starting to come to an end right now, or at least in the short term. And we'll see how this transpires heading into next week. I'm pretty interested, right? And on the Russell, if I pull this up, this is the only one that's not at all-time highs. Now we're down and we're holding 2,000 points by a thread. We're right by the 180 moving average here on the 4-hour chart. So this is going to be a big spot, guys, for the Russell. If we start slipping under this, we could be arguably heading lower. Potentially. It's not, of course, guaranteed. Please do your own research. This is not financial advice, but that's kind of what we're noticing. And have you guys noticed something else? We're hitting all-time highs in the safe haven assets, gold, well, maybe not so much silver, but really gold. We're hitting all-time highs. A lot of that has to do with inflation and some other things, but gold hit $2,450 an ounce, which is nuts considering about 6 months ago, actually more like 7 months ago, actually no, 5 months ago, 6 months ago, it was at $1,800 an ounce. Unbelievable. So gold's up a whopping 31% in the past 5-6 months. So we're getting a nice push in gold, which I'm a gold guy. I'm not a gold bug in terms of everything I invest in is gold, obviously, but I think having some of it in your portfolio is wise, and I've been a proponent of that for years, and it's crushing it. The past couple of months have been awesome, and I've also been a proponent of energy stocks. And have you guys seen oil? Crude oil has been turning up recently. Let me show you this. We can see we hit $67 a barrel. That was back in what? December, right? December, middle of December, $67 a barrel. Now we're at $85 a barrel. And guess what? Heading into summer, where do I think this is going? I think it's going higher, 90, maybe 95 a barrel. Dare I say $100 a barrel, potentially. Maybe not crazy, over $100 a barrel, but I feel like we could be seeing some more upwards pressure on crude oil. And XLE, which again, I'm an investor and I've been for years, and I've been buying it. Well, not really recently, but I was buying it in this range right here a couple of months ago. This is really starting to break out. XLE's, in the mid-high 90s now. I'm thinking it's going over $100. We'll see, not guaranteed, but I'm loving it, guys. So, yeah, markets are in an interesting spot. We have oil going up, safe haven assets going up, gold, Bitcoin are ripping. Both are at all-time highs, and we have the VIX spiking recently. Bank earnings came out. Those stocks are selling off. A lot of the big ones, we're at all-time highs on the indexes, but is this arguably the top? Is inflation coming back with the CPI data that we just got from March, which was a little bit hotter than expected? There's a lot going on right now, guys. There's a lot going on. And speaking of XLE here, we actually are seeing a bit of a dip on this. If it gets back to the low 90s, 92, hey, that could be an interesting spot. We'll see. Right by the 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But yeah, guys, that's a quick breakdown here on some charts, and I did notice gold is down. Let me go back to gold here. It is down about $100 from the all-time highs, and clearly the bulls are still in charge. So if you think gold's going to continue this run, maybe 2,500 plus an ounce, maybe higher than that, GLD could be an option, which you guys probably know about already. We've covered it on the channel time and time again, but this essentially is an ETF that tracks the price of gold. We've talked about it before. I called this out a couple of months ago. I mean, look, if you guys hypothetically, I'm not telling you to buy or do anything, but if you did buy hypothetically when we talked about this, you'd be up big time. I mean, look, this is the last time we talked about it. The analysis is still here. It was back in the end of, January, probably mid-January, and it took off from that point. GLD was at 185. Now we're pushing 215. It's pulling back a bit. So, yeah, trade at your own risk, guys. But with gold ripping, GLD is worth watching. Silver is also doing very well, which means SLV is worth watching, which is just an ETF that tracks silver, right? Essentially, it tracks the price of silver. So keep your eyes on all of these, and we'll break down some more stocks in another video, guys. In terms of ones that I'm watching for this upcoming week. So make sure you guys subscribe. Check out the videos from yesterday as well. A bunch of good content from yesterday, guys. So make sure you hop on those videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to also check out the Patreon if you want to see me build out my $100 a week portfolio. Every single move, every buy, every sale, the performance of the portfolio, full transparency is on Patreon down below. There's also other perks on Patreon, guys. And if you want to get your 7 fractional shares for Moomoo of the Mag 7 stocks with a $100 deposit, just use that link down below. Go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo or check out the QR code right here. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you later.